Are you ready to confront your fears? Today we are counting down the top 10 horror games of all time. Titles that have pushed boundaries, shattered nerves, and left us trembling in the dark. Grab your flashlight and let's dive into the darkness. Number 10 Until Dawn. Kicking off our list is Until Dawn, a horror game that's as much about storytelling as it's about survival. Developed by Supermassive Games, it places you in control of 8 friends trapped in a snowy mountain, stalked by mysterious creatures. Every choice you make has a life or death consequences. Thanks to the game's butterfly effect system, one wrong move and you could doom your favorite character. It's a thrilling mix of slasher, horror, and psychological suspense that keep you guessing until the very end. Number 9 Dead Space. In space, no one can hear you scream. And Dead Space proves it. This sci fi horror masterpiece traps you aboard the derelict spaceship USG Ishimura, where mutated, reanimated corpses known as necromorphs await. The sound design alone creaks in the walls. Whispers in the dark will send chills down your spine. Armed with makeshift tools and your wits, survival means dismembering your enemies in a game. That's as tense as it's terrifying. Number 8 Fatal Frame 2 Crimson Butterfly. Few games captured supernatural horror quite like Fatal Frame 2 Crimson Butterfly. Set in an abandoned cursed village, you play as twin sisters separated by fate and haunted by spirits. Armed only with the camera obscura, you must confront ghosts head on to survive. The unsettling atmosphere, chilling Japanese folklore, and moments of pure dread makes this a must play for fans of the paranormal. Number 7 Outlast. If you ever wondered what's like to be completely powerless, Outlast has the answer. Set in a derelict asylum filled with deranged patients and a sinister backstory, you play as a journalist armed only with a camcorder. The night vision mechanic amplifies the terror, forcing you to rely on limited battery life to see in the dark. With nowhere to hide but under beds and inside lockers, the sense of vulnerability is palpable. This survival game horror as its purest. Number 6 Silent Hill 2. Considered one of the greatest psychological horror games ever made, Silent Hill 2 takes us on a journey throughout guilt, grief, and the human seek. As James Sunderland searches for his deceased wife in the mystery town of Silent Hill, he encounters grotesque manifestations of his internal turmoil, including the iconic and terrifying Pyramid Head. Its layered storytelling and haunting visuals make Silent Hill 2 a masterpiece of the genre. Number 5 Amnesia The Dark Descent. A true trailblazer for the modern indie horror, Amnesia The Dark Descent is all about fear of the unknown. You awaken in a dark castle with no memory, hunted by the unrattling shadow with no powers to defend yourself. You must hide, run, or perish. The game's sanity mechanic, which distorts your vision and hearing as you linger in darkness, creates an oppressive sense of dread that lingers long after you stop playing. Number 4 Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. The Resident Evil series reinvented itself with Resident Evil 7 Biohazard, delivering a harrowing first-person horror experience. Set in the decrepit Baker family mansion, the game combines survival horror staples, limited ammo, terrifying enemies, and exploration with new levels of immersion. The Bakers are some of the most horrifying antagonists in the gaming history, and every moment in their twisted home is a fight for the survival. Number 3. Bloodborne. While not a traditional horror game, Bloodborne earns its spot for its dark, Lovecraftian atmosphere and unrelenting sense of danger. Set in the cursed city of Yanam, you face off against grotesque beasts, otherworldly horrors, and the madness lurking within. Its fast-paced, brutal combat and dense lore creates an unforgettable, nightmarish experience. Number 2. Resident Evil 4. Few games have had as lasting an impact as Resident Evil 4. This horror classic redefines the series, bending, pulse-pounding combat with genuinely terrifying moments. From the eerie rural village to the relentless regenerators, every encounter keeps you on the edge. Its influence on modern gaming is undeniable, and its legacy is cemented as one of the best horror games ever made. Now we are down to our list on number 1. Number 1 on our list is Silent Hill. And the number 1, we return to where it all began, Silent Hill. This groundbreaking title sets the standard for survival horror, immersing players in a world of psychological dread and nightmarish creatures. Its use of fog to obscure danger, haunting soundtrack, and disturbing story about a town corrupted by dark forces makes it a timeless masterpiece. The horror of Silent Hill isn't just its monsters, it's in the atmosphere and unsettling feeling that you never truly safe. There you have it, folks, our top 10 horror games of all time. Each one of these titles offers a unique flavor of fear, from psychological dread to heart-pounding terror. But what about you? Which game kept you awake at night? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the bell for more gaming content. Until next time, stay scared.